What's going on, you guys? I am back once again finishing up my February 2020 movie reviews that I apparently did not do during February because I've been busy a lot. It started off with Birds of Prey, and now I am finally reviewing Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, this is another video game adaptation. We've had a few video game adaptation movies in the past, like Assassin's Creed, and we recently had Detective Pikachu, which I thought was a really good video game adaptation because usually when it comes to cinema, video game adaptations don't work. But I can clearly kind of say the opposite for this movie. This movie was really good. It's a really good video game adaptation movie, and there was a lot of controversy going around for this film, especially with Sonic the Hedgehog's old look, because before, if you watch the trailer that was released last year, you know that the studio made Sonic not look very good. He looked pretty awful. He looked pretty stupid if you kind of think about it. And studios saw how people were outraged with his look that they decided, okay, we're going to change it. And we can control them that way, which I think is great. Because if people don't like something, they want them to change it, and they get enough attention, they will change it. And I can clearly say they did a great job with this movie, and I do think it was definitely worth the wait. Because this is a really good... Again, it's a great video game adaptation movie that does not disappoint. Sonic the Hedgehog is great. Jim Carrey in this film, you could tell he's having the time of his life, because I haven't seen him this outrageous and this over the top since the Grinch movie, and also since Ace Ventura, which were really good films, by the way. And also Yes Man, these are movies that he is at the top of his game here, and I do think that he was having a lot of fun. And that also goes into the humor, because the humor in this movie is just so spot on. I was laughing at almost every single joke in this movie. Yeah, there's one involving, the president. There's some involving, San Francisco, and Sonic will make fun of his own speed or some stuff like that. I will say the special effects in this movie, especially for Sonic, were really good. I completely bought into it. And I'm so glad they changed the look of Sonic, because before he just looked like a big, squash, as some people compared him to. But yeah, I just think it looked like that they lazied him out. He was just lazy. And it just wasn't really convincing for me. So, I would say a lot of the acting was really good. There really isn't too much I can say about this movie, because I will say the humor is very spot on. The special effects, especially for Sonic, were excellent. The humor is really good. There's some action sequences that do land. And a lot of the jokes are really good. There's one where Sonic is asleep, and then he wakes up, and he's like, where are we? What year is it? Is The Rock president? And I was like... because, yeah, there was some rumors going about that The Rock would run for this year's upcoming election, and I was very interested in seeing what he had to say, but it turned out to just be a rumor, and he's not really running, so I was a bit disappointed by that. But I will say that this movie does work, and I do think it is a big step in the right direction for video game adaptations. I do think that this is my third favorite video game adaptation movie. I would say Dead Space Downfall is a good one. If you guys have never seen that, it used to be on Netflix. You can find the movie in its entirety on YouTube. And also, I do think Detective Pikachu was really fun as well, although I do think Detective Pikachu is probably slightly better than this. That's just my opinion. So I will say that Sonic the Hedgehog is a good movie. I do recommend you see it, especially if you're a Sonic fan. And now, because of this movie, I want to play all the games associated with Sonic, because I didn't play them as a kid. But now, I'm glad I did, and I'm going to give Sonic the Hedgehog a B. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Look forward to my next review, which is for Fantasy Island. Yeah. That's going to be interesting. And so guys, thank you so much for watching my Sonic the Hedgehog review, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.